Hi guys, it's Nikki from More Than Pretty Paper, and I'm back with another day of Christy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches. This is series 20, and I am working on day 5 by Melinda Barkman. So this is the sketch, and I am actually going to turn it this way because the pictures that I'm using are portrait instead of landscape, so I am turning the sketch to fit that. So I'm actually doing I'm not going to say a 2-page spread because the journaling on the two, I mean, I guess it is a 2-page spread, but it's not a typical one. This is the one that I did for day 4, which was the sketch by Shannon Keith. So, and these are pictures, I mean, from the same time. They're going to go side by side in the book. I guess technically it is a 2-page spread, but I'm not going to have matching backgrounds or anything like that. Because I'm not. For one, I don't have another sheet of this background, and I don't want them to match. That's just me. Don't want them to, but I do want them to kind of tie together. So one thing I am going to do is I'm going to mount this one on the black background just like I did this, and I will pull in, I mean, I'm using the same paper, so they'll coordinate together quite well. So I'm going to start with that, and then these are the pictures. Same granddaughter playing in the sand and the water in the pond at our house. She was having quite the time. Her mom was not loving it because, you know, she's got on a white t-shirt and she's playing in the pond with the pond water and the frogs and all of the sand, and yeah, it was, but she was having a great time. She was having a great time. So, you know, Mom got over it, and that's why Grams keeps extra clothes at her house because of this, because this is what they like to do. So I'm going to start with these. This is my background. This is going to just go on black cardstock, and then see where I go from here. Now the sketch, it's a fairly simple sketch, which, you know, I kind of like because it really gives you a lot of freedom to interpret however you feel like. And so in the sketch, we've got the 3 pictures. Like I said, I'm going to turn it this way. So we've got some embellishment down here, embellishment in this kind of open spot, and then a title over here, which I probably won't put it there because, one, I don't want it turned that direction. So my title will probably move accordingly. But so that's what we're working with. So the pictures, I think I'm going to go like this. And I'll probably put this one on foam just because she's actually looking at me in this one. And then I want to mount these or mat these on something. Now, I do have this, which would actually probably work. That'll give me a black and a little bit of color. So I'm going to mat the photos on this. And then I'm going to do some digging through what's over here. I'm going to look at the cut aparts in here and see if there's anything, which they're in here somewhere. I'm going to look at the cut aparts and see if there's anything that I want to cut out to kind of take up this big space and down here, and then I will be back. So, and I'll show you where I'm at. All right. Okay, so here's where I'm at. I went ahead and matted the photos all on that one piece, and then put a solid, it's not really solid, it's got little polka dots, but something very neutral right here to take up that space. So what I want to do is take a bunch of these pieces. This, I'm not sure yet where that's going. I just know I want to use it. So I have several pieces that, you know, are the words her mom was saying while she was playing in this mess of the pond. And I want to put them on here. And I think I'm going to cut these out because the squares don't work. But I'm going to cut these out and I'm going to put all of these words like in this box. And then I'm going to come back in with some of the pretty flowers or something else and finish with, you know, an embellishment cluster down here and put something small up here. And I think that's going to do it. So I'm going to go get these cut out and then figure out my placement here on all of this. And I'll be right back. Okay? Okay. So here's where I'm at. So I took all of those little pieces and I put them all in that block. And that is kind of taking the place of this big element right here in my mind. That's how it worked. Okay, so I've got a couple other things. I've got some flowers I want to get in here. I have this big piece, these flowers, and then some little label type pieces. But I need to put something here to make, you know, that spot there. And it's going to have to be something fairly solid. I'm looking to see what scraps I have laying around here. And I might just make a fishtail banner piece. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to punch that and park that right here. And kind of start this bigger cluster right there. And then I really wanted to put this on here because it's really what her mom was saying after a while. Was like, yeah, okay, whatever. Just, you're happy, you're entertained. Have at it. And she did. So, we're going to have to adjust. That'll work. Okay, and then we have this one, which, oh, I missed an UGG. Where am I gonna put it? Uh-oh, it won't fit. It will fit if I trim it. We'll just trim the ends off just a little bit like that. And park it right there. Ha! There we go. Okay. So we'll also have a little spot up here, but I think I'll just use some labels. This may not work. That's fine. So I do want these flowers because I just think it's a nice contrast to the yuck that she's got going on here. This doesn't really contrast enough. I need, even if I cover up the words, which I'm totally okay with, pink one. Oh, there we go. That'll work. I feel like there was maybe another one in here. Let's see. There's a green one. Is there another one? Do I have 3 of those? Or did I use it on the last one? Oh, I got that color. Camera, mainly just for the color. That might work. Okay, I think I can make this work with this. So I do like this color. I like the camera. I don't necessarily need the camera. The camera is honestly probably going to get covered up because I really just want that color to kind of set off, give me a place to put my flowers here so they don't get lost. So we're going to put that on there. And then the flowers are going to cover up most of it. And then I need a piece right there. And that's probably going to end up being one of these little guys. I'd like to get some of this green, so let's put this green label underneath here to cover that up, and then we'll get this flower on here. Oops. Maybe. If I can get the backing off, and because it's chipboard, you gotta put more adhesive because it's not gonna stick. Okay. And we're going to just very strategically line that up so that it covers that up completely. Can't even tell it was a camera, look at that. All right, and then I would like to put another UGG. I think it's gonna go there. And I'm not gonna put any glue under that other edge because I may need to tuck something underneath there. Like my yikes, maybe. I don't think I want the yikes. I think that's actually gonna get pulled out. Okay, that's fine. All right, so we need something little up here to get a little spot of embellishment up here. And yes, I know it's upside down. I want the bigger part at the top. I'm gonna cover up the words, so I don't care. We still have these two that I might bring in, I might not. Probably not, but let's see first. All right, so I'm gonna put this on a little piece of foam. Oh well, here, just use one of these. Right there. Okay, foam this guy. And that covers up those, which is what I wanted. Okay. And we got these flowers, which I may not need, because we've kind of got the bases covered here. We have this big group, we have a little group here, and we have a big group over here, which is kind of what we've got going on here. I don't think I need another title. I got a whole lot of words going on here. I don't think I need another title. I think I may, I mean, I don't hate that. It just does kind of get lost. But I'm okay with it. It doesn't, not everything has to be in your face. Obvious. I like the little bit of extra. I say that, now maybe I want to pull that up. Maybe we want that pink behind there. Maybe. It's too long, I know that. Cut it off. And stick it in behind there, and then put, maybe. Well, if I do that, you can't see it at all. Okay, fine. Find a smaller flower. It's fine. But I don't really like those words. Okay, let's not. If we want that pink, let's use this piece I cut off and just tuck it right there. And yep, that's better. Okay, then I don't have to worry about covering up those words, and we can keep going. All right, so we have this. Do I need another little piece of this pink? I kind of think I do. But I don't want the big arrow piece, so I'm going to put it upside down. Sorry if my head's in there, I can't see. It's just going to have to be what it is. All right, and then we have this little aqua colored one, which totally gets lost up there. I think it's going to get lost pretty much everywhere, so I don't know why I put glue on that. I do need some more of this green. So we're gonna get this green one in here. And it's gonna go up here, like that. I have this one little label. It is a black label. And I really should have put it there before I put this pink one in here. So let's pull that out. And put this there, and then this. Like, nope. A little bit further. Okay, there we go. Now, don't need these, I don't need these. I've got enamel dots, and we've got the brads. So let's see if there's any of these little bitty stickers that we can get in here. Well, I see one little black heart. I know there's another oof, but I don't need it. I got plenty. So we're gonna tuck that little black heart in there. And we have a little yellow one, and we have a little pink one. And I want the pink one down here, and I want the yellow one up here. And what else do we have? I have more little hearts. There's a couple more. Do I need more? I don't know. I don't think I do. Now I tried to put this on the other page and it did not work, but I really would like to put it on here. So I'm going to put it right there. What else do we have? What else do we have? How about play all day? Because it could most definitely play in this water all day and have. And I want this tiny little I love you because it can just go right up here because it's cute and I want it there. Okay. And I think that's it. We're gonna go with it. Now, do I want any of these brads or am I just gonna use enamel dots? Let's see. I think I'm gonna just use the enamel dots. And I think I'm going to use the black ones. And this one is going to be done. There. Put a couple up here. Like that. Okay, and then do I want to sprinkle a couple in here? I think I do. Oops, I can get it where I want it. That one. And because those are kind of hard to see, I put a little dot with them. And I think that's going to be it. I think that's going to be it. Now I left literally nowhere to journal, which is fine. I have the other page. I have more pictures from this day of some of my other granddaughters. I'm not going to do them with this paper because they're both wearing purple, and I don't think that would work well with this. But I can always come in with like one of these journaling pieces, and which is probably what I'll end up doing. I'll write on it and tuck it underneath, or have it sticking up, you know, where it can just pull up from the back. I'll figure something out. I've journaled on the back before too, and that's fine. So these two will be side by side. So there's the two. This was day 4 and day 5 of 30 days of sketches. And I don't need to put a date on here because I have the date on this page and they obviously are the same day. So the only thing would be my journaling on here, and I will figure that out. I will probably end up just tucking a tag because I got plenty of room under here. I can tuck a tag underneath and make that work. That's probably what I'll end up doing. But we're going to go with that. We're going to call this one done. I'll show you that word block again where I put all the little words, and then here's this big cluster down here, tiny little one up here, and there we go. All right, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. Bye.